So I'm going to show you how we can set up one of these suite sites today. Here's one that we just start with, and then we're going to go ahead and make some changes. Let me load the page builder. So we're going to we're going to brand this one a little bit for San Antonio. So let's go here. On this case, we'll look at the row settings, and you can see that there's a background slideshow. So let's edit this gallery. We'll actually remove all of these images because they're not going to work for us. And actually just uploaded a few pictures. We're just going to add this to the gallery and this one to the gallery and this one to the gallery. You can see these are all kind of different sizes, but I'm trying to get some images that are about 1,000 pixels wide. And so you want them to be about 1,200 pixels wide and all about the same height. You can see these are all different heights and all different sizes. So this isn't going to be optimal here. But you can see when we do change it, so her face is getting kind of chopped off a little bit. And there's the cooks. And the tower is getting chopped off. So we should have done a little bit of work. I'm actually going to save this just so we can see what our changes look like. Okay, so we don't lose those changes. And then let's go back into the page builder. Okay, so we'll slide down here. Let's change this content. So right now we have some lorem ipsum here. We're going to do this about El Dominion real estate in San Antonio. Let's pretend like it's a country club area. So it's I'm not much of a writer, so okay. So maybe I'll just actually make one last change on that and make that a capital C. Okay, so now we need to switch out these images. So let's replace that. I'll show you how we upload a file here. We'll come here to one of these San Antonio shots. So let's put this one in. And we can change this information here as we add our images for greater SEO value. Get a little Google juice. I'm not very good at typing. Okay, and then these actually have a little animation. So I'm going to slide them to the left at 1 second. So we'll make that kind of pop in. Let's replace this image. Again, we're going to upload a picture from our file of San Antonio stuff. We've already used that. We've got a church. Let's do the shops at Cantera. Okay, again, I'm going to go in and do this animation. I think we're going to actually do them all slide left in 1 second, so they'll all come across it the same way. We'll see what that looks like. And then this one, let's see if we can get a piece of a house or a kitchen or something of that nature. Let's see, we don't want to edit it. So let's see what we have here. A lot of these are just lifestyle pictures of San Antonio. So that one above looked pretty good. Let's see here. That one's the one I want. So let's put that in there. Again, that if I had a house, maybe it's shot like one of these of a house, that might be better, but I don't, so we'll just use what we have. And this will be our agent right here. We'll use her as our agent. Okay, so we'll just do Riverwalk, San Antonio. And I can actually change that if I want it to be like a 300 by 225, but then it looks a little different than the other ones. So I'm actually going to have to go back, and I'll just put it full size. Okay, and it made it like the other ones. And I'm going to do the animation. Slide left. 1 second. Oops, that one's, the sizing on this is not good because it's a little bit bigger now than the other ones. Let's go here and see if we can fix this. I'm just not sure how big that space is. Let's see if that looks good. It's still a little big, but I guess if we set them all to be the same size, featured community size, then that should make them all the same. Right? So let's do that. Okay, so they're all 440 by 300. There we go. That works. There's a space there. I can adjust that. There's the client testimonials. I can set these Facebook, social media icons and stuff. Let's look at this icon here. And it gives me a place to link it to. So I'll just put, say that we have something like that. That'll open in a new window. Then let's edit our Google Plus icon. So we'll just say that these are imaginary, but I think you'll see what I'm saying. googleplus.com/LDominion. And then we'll edit YouTube. Dominion. And then our Instagram. And Dominion. Okay, so those are all changed. Okay, so we'll say that's how we want that page to look. So now let's publish those changes. And the next thing we're going to change is the menus. So let's go over here to menus. We're actually going to just create a new menu so we don't have to erase everything that's already here. So we're going to call this demo menu. And let's see what this looks like. Okay. So let's open that demo menu. We can So the first menu item we're going to put on here is actually a custom link. And in this case, this is kind of a crazy. You'd probably put El Dominion or something like that. But this is going to be the home link. We'll put that on the menu. And then the next one we're going to put is, we're actually going to call it property search. And then the next one, we'll call it buyer tools. The next one, we'll call it seller tools. Let's see what these menu items look like. And then the last one, we'll just call it about us. Okay, so what am I'm actually going to throw in some links here from the IDX pages. So I'm going to put view all, and let's just see here. We'll add this one. This is a demo IDX broker account. So you know, some of these things won't really be set up the way we want them to be. But we'll put this in here. So what I'll actually do is I've added all these browse by city and all these things. I'm going to put them as sub-menu items so you can see how this happens. These are our featured listings. And there's the map search. I like that. I'll put that right under featured. Search by address. Let's put that down here. Search by listing ID. And then there's the user sign up. So I can change any of these that I want. Here I'll call this my listings alerts. Let's say that's what they call it. And we'll just call this featured listings. Okay, so those are pretty much how we want them. So let's save that menu. Okay, you can see there's the sub menus. So on the buyer tools, we're going to actually add in a couple more IDX broker pages. I want the mortgage. There it is. Oops, misspelled mortgage. So I'm going to add the mortgage calculator. And I also want the contact us page. Okay, so they come in there, then I'll just drag them where I want them. Okay, and I change that title. And then on the sellers page, I think I'm just going to put the valuation form there. So there's a home valuation. And I'm also going to put the contact us again page right there. So you can add more things to them, but again, we're trying to show you how to set up a site relatively quickly. So let's see what pages we have. Okay, so let's save that menu. And again, let's look at the locations here. So the main menu, we're going to switch it now to use this demo menu. And then let's visit the site. It's going to open it here in a new browser. Okay, so this probably actually has a little widget on it on this page. So let's go take a look here. Let's go to the widgets. We've made our menu. And there's top header right, there it is, Uber menu navigation. And you can pick which menu, so I just set it to the demo menu. Let's see here if that shows our change. It does. There's the home. Property search, and it's spreading them out like this. We can also change it to be vertical if we want. Seller tools and about us. Okay, there's our page. These all slide in right there. And then we can link these to other pages on our site. So, or to other IDX pages. So let's say I want to add a new page. Okay. I'm actually going to use the page builder on this, our story page. So I can pick one that I want to use. We'll just use a blank one on this one. So I'll draw a heading, put a new row here. We'll call it our story. You can see it's over here on the left, but I kind of want that. I'm going to center that, and we're going to make that H2 font. And I can move this and see what it looks like as I'm making these changes here. Letter spacing, I think everything's pretty good. If I want to change the color of that, say I want it to be, I don't know, that color right there. Probably going to want to know what that 851313. So let's see. You can see it changed it to be that. So if I want to add some more content, I can add a text editor. I can add galleries, maps, menus, all kinds of different information here. But I'll just put in some HTML here. Oh, actually, that's not what I wanted. So I'm going to cancel that. Let's add text editor is actually what I want. So I'm going to put it, you can see I can put it up in here with this, or I can put it down on a new column. So I'll put it down here so it's a little bit easier to control later if I want. Okay, and we can go on and on about how all these things are that we've done for people here. I'm going to add, I also want to add a picture in here. So let's add a photo. Oops. So I clicked on that. You actually have to drag it. So let's go here to this photo. We're going to select one from the media library. Okay, this is our agent here. So let's select the photo. And let's see here if it's showing. So it's showing that it's kind of full size. That might be a little big, 406. So let's see what happens if we make it this size. Might make it kind of flat. So let's see. Yeah, it's too flat. Let's make it a medium-sized picture. Okay, that's good. And then we want to align it. Let's align that left of this text that we have. And we can actually link it to a URL if we want. We could link it to a box, or we could put some, you know, on hover here. We'll put a little caption. Let's see. I guess we just won't do that. That caption would need to be set back in the media library, which it's not. So we'll do a little animation where it fades in 1 second. We'll slide it up. Get a little attention for it. But I'd really like to have this text next to this, right? But they're kind of not, they're not set up to do that. So I can set some CSS rules. The other thing I could actually do is come back in here and do a row layout and say, you know what, I'm going to make this two columns. And it'll add a two-column row up here on the top. You can see that. And so I can say, you know what, I want this one to be, there's where her picture is going to fit. So what if I make it about 33 and some, there you go, 33%. Now let's see if I drag this picture, oops, clicked it. If I drag this picture into that spot, and then I drag this text over here into this spot. See how that works? Okay. Okay, so let's see. So you can see as we change that information there, then we'll add some more content. Say we want to add a contact us form. Drag that in. And so I can put the different fields that I want. I want to show that. And okay, when they sign up, it'll go here. This will send it to james@eldeminion.com. I can set the button and everything. Let's just save it as it is right now. There's the sun button down there. Okay, so that's going to load up there. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is I want to change what's here in the footer to have our information. So let's go back to widgets. Okay, we'll leave that on there. And I think we're going to lose that menu. So I'm going to put text. Put that in footer 2. I don't really know what the, and then we can put a phone number here. Okay, and then I'm going to remove this menu off that bottom. Footer 3 has a menu. It's set to that. So let me set it to that. And make sure this is saved. So I think we should be good. Let's go take a look and see what our site looks like. Okay, this About Us page isn't going anywhere yet, so we need to fix that. There's our information. I should have put some page breaks in it, which I didn't. So let's do that. So what that does is just basically it'll start us on a new line, and this would also look probably better if it was centered. But in the interest of time, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so there's her information. We need to get that About Us page fixed. So let's go here to Menus. And there's the Our Story. We'll add to the menu. So I think I'll just remove that About Us and I'll just have it say Our Story. Now what you're going to see is here it says About Us, and down at the bottom it says About Us. You can see all these submenus are there. But I'm going to reload that page now. And it should, there's our story, and there's our story down here at the bottom. So when we click on these, it takes us to these pages. Okay. That's basically it. The other thing we would need to do is put in our logo. Hit Customize over here on the side. And then we can see here, let me just slide this over just a little bit. So we could upload a logo. Let's see if we have something here from our files. And I think we actually have a couple of. That's a white logo, so maybe we won't use that. Let's get this orange one. That's 300 pixels. Maybe that one's too small. We'll put it in there. So let's see what that. Oops. So let's set this as our site icon. And you can set it, so this sets as an app icon, and here is the browser. So let's see if it'll let us stretch that out. Doesn't look like it. We can move it. So maybe we'll do that right there. Okay, so let's save and publish. Swoop that away. Let's look at our site. And there it is. Looks like we have, we can set these pages to link off to some of our IDX broker searches. We need to change these client testimonials, which we can do pretty quickly right here in testimonials. So let's edit this one. Oops. Let's go back to home. Let's hop on our page builder real quick. This actually has the testimonials right here, and you can edit these testimonials here if you want to. So let's just do that. I hope I spelled the agent name right. I think it was something. It's Karen. I don't know what it was. Okay. And then let's edit this one. Okay, so we've updated those. Hope that was, yep, same client agent name. Let's also just switch these real quick since we're looking at it. I'll show you how to link it. We'll just link it to a URL, and we can select a post title from this. So I'll put modern, which is just another page we have here on this. And we'll save that. Let's look at this one. And I can put a link to a URL, which would be so that can be something, whatever we want to put in there. And this one, I'll link to a URL again. Let's see if we can select it from the pages here. I think there's one called Atlanta. It's a communities page. So if we've built a communities page, then that's ready. You can see another video we did showing how to do that. Okay, so we've made all these changes. Let's publish them. You can see down here at the bottom where those will link to. So say I click on this. It's going to link to this page. This will take us off the site. This takes us to another page on the site. And we need to build this page out, add some more information here, has a little image in it, and a couple of things there that could be built out. Let's get back here to the home page. So I think that's pretty much everything. We have the search tool there. We've got this is set up for Miami area, so that's not going to be very useful in what we're doing today. But like we looked at, you know, if they want to look at the mortgage calculator, for example, there's the mortgage calculator page. We'd if we look at the seller tools and they want to go to the home valuation page, there's the home valuation. Of course, these would all be set up to look more like this El Dominion Real Estate. But that's how you set them up. It's really easy to do with the page builder. All these links go off to the places that we were working on. So get a SweetSite, get it set up today.